Hello, great people of Nigeria. Welcome to the Leadership Clinic. My name is LINUS OKORIE. Today, I'll be talking to you about what I've titled Becoming Proactive as a Leader. Becoming a proactive person. One of the most outstanding qualities I know about leadership is the fact that leadership is an action word. Leadership is a word that can drive people to do things. It's about getting things done. It's about achieving the task. It's about ensuring that at every point in time, the individual is on the move from one action to another action, and it continues from time to time because you are moving from one project to the other. So if you have an individual that is committed to always getting things done, to always moving, he is always on the move, then it is possible that some strategic outcome will always be available at every point in time. So in my own thinking, I've always advocated a system that will promote an action mentality culture rather than the talk mentality. In some cases, I want to hear people talk less and deliver more. And that is why in customer service, it is very, very important that people respect organizations that deliver on their promises or even above their promises, rather than organizations that talk too much and they deliver less. And one of the greatest recommendations that I will make, especially to young people who would like to build their names as great brands, as institutions in the future, one of the most important things that they must do is to start very early. I remember that particular day in government secondary school OKORIE. As a head boy of government secondary school OKORIE, all I wanted to do was to make a difference in that great institution. And the day I discovered the particular vision that I'm pursuing right now, all I simply did, once I discovered it, I called on my friend, who eventually is an architect right now, Kelechi Onyike, and we sat down and we designed the concept of the organization, and we put it on a cardboard sheet. And the moment it was on cardboard sheet, I did not waste any time any longer. I went from one room to the other. Even when I left school, I went from one city to the other, sharing my vision to anybody who cared to listen. I began to talk about the power of leadership. I began to talk about the need for us to raise leaders that will make a difference. I'm talking about a young man who just left secondary school and was about entering the university, because everything I did was I was picking the phone, making calls, going to Nitel, trying to talk to somebody about my idea, as the case may be. At a point, people thought I was very, very crazy. They thought I was running. They couldn't understand how I could be talking about leadership at that age. But the truth of the matter is that the fact that I decided to do something with the idea that came to me, see how that idea has been able to get to the point where at least it has over 15 brands, as the case may be, and thousands of young people have benefited from that idea. Imagine if that idea was put inside a locker. Imagine if that idea did not see the light of the day because I refused to act on the idea. And that is why I'm encouraging each and every person listening to me today that the greatest thing that you can do for yourself is to define exactly what you want to do. You can spend all the energy to decide on what you want to do, but the moment you decide on what you want to do, you must move with that power of precision to ensure that you start acting on your ideas. Your ideas can become something that can help you move to the next level of your life, but you cannot move to the next level of your life unless you mastered the act of getting things done, the power of execution, the power of implementation. How many policies have we developed in the past in this country, and up to today we have not been able to implement those policies in the ways that we should implement them, because we have learned the act of talking about policies, sharing policies, but not really acting on the core of the policies, as the case may be. I challenge every Nigerian that is hearing my voice today to become more of an action person than somebody who does all the talking. And you must remember, if a man doesn't propose waking up, sleeping becomes interesting.